Ask Jim, who's the man.
I'll go
Talk to
later.
Jim.
Oh, Jim is already on.
Chris, can you help me move the table?
There's no one on yet though. We're waiting. You're going to be the most requested person.
Say it?
No?
No, sorry.
Yeah, let me move this.
Yes, sorry. I was a passenger. Just pick it up. Where are we putting it? What are we doing? What? Yes? Yes? Good. Are you allowed to go for a swim, Chris? Are you going to go for a swim or later?
So, live in the pits and Leogang, just finishing off a little bit of wheel work and getting ready for practice in the morning with Frida. So yeah, just dialing in new set of wheels, talking about it a little bit. You don't warm this last week, have you already gone? So yeah, a little bit of travel in the morning, but see how we go. So far, super impressed with how easy wheels to work off. Yeah, probably the easiest wheel I've worked on today. Like the system set up with everything, spoke press, direct, so kind of feel like a person this morning.
With or without
Oh, sorry.
Without a change, the bike is faster. So, and it's a pattern.
Can you guys hear me now?
Consider this.
Hello.
There is 4, 6, 9, 12. I think 4 have a very
This is
less
good.
sense. Maybe
Can you guys hear me now?
here, maybe
Is that better?
6 and 9, I think is the two. And 12, if you really want to.
How's that?
But for example, Lloyd, Berger, start to ride or change on 12 and always ride on 12.
He always runs it. And he has a very, his heart as well is so no engagement.
Can you guys hear me now?
So
Is that better?
So, I think that to go fast with 12, you have to work a lot on the shocks. Firm a lot.
Let me know if that works.
Whoa. 34?
Is that any better?
Jim?
We're all connected up.
You know which wall that one?
Jim? You ride 34?
Yeah.
The AirPods are in. How's that, Jack? There we go. We're on. Sorry about that. Teething problems. I've got these little mics that worked real good last time. But yeah, who knows? Probably operator error, but there we go. So yeah, in Leogang, in the pits, sunny day. Just finishing off a little bit of bike preparation. Here, just doing a little bit of wheel work. This is Lockie's wheel. I've just rebuilt it up. And we're going to experiment a little bit with spoke tensions this coming week. Just from some feedback we had from Lenzerheide. So yeah, see how we go. We know we've kind of had benefits from that in previous races. So yeah, see how we go there. This season we're on Industry 9's system wheel set. So that's the grade 300 alloy wheel paired with the Hydra hub and Industry 9's own alloy spokes. And yeah, blown away by how reliable and strong and well and good this wheel's been so far. We've literally done one rim, which for an alloy rim is pretty mind blowing. So yeah, just going through that, making sure the spoke tensions are even, where we want to be for tomorrow, and see how we go really. Yeah, it's pretty cool here. Sunny at the moment. Weather forecast for the weekend's looking a little bit sketchy. So yeah, again, on the wheelwork side of things, getting a wet set of wheels set up. So should the heavens open, we'll be ready to go there. If spoke tensions didn't exist, what would I be doing? Don't know. Probably lounging in the sun. From Jack Clark, he's how many tattoos? Speaking of Hauser, he's over here, the main man, Christopher Hauser, number one. Rumor has it he doesn't go anywhere without sunglasses anymore. Like he can't be recognised too much. He's talk of the town. But yeah, goes without saying, it's pretty mind blowing his result. Yeah, genuinely blown away. Like I think a few of us actually shed a tear, kind of thing, seeing that happen. So pretty unbelievable. Makes all the hard work worth it, kind of thing. So yeah, pretty sick there. See if we can do the same again. He's just come back down from junior practice, and yeah, already rumours around the pit that he's looking so fast. So yeah, fingers crossed we can repeat that again. So yeah, huge paycheck. Yeah, I think he's booked in for gold teeth next week. I think. Yeah, he's going all out. But yeah, the main man. Main reason for flats, kind of hard to say. That is probably, as a mechanic, one thing that we routinely check the most is tire pressure. Almost every time the bike goes out on the hill, we would check it, and always in the same place as well. Yeah, just try to keep things consistent to the routine kind of thing. But yeah, difficult to say. Like if they get slightly offline, that could cause a flat. If they slice a slight rock or something. So yeah, difficult to say, but yeah, we do everything we can. In terms of tyres as well, tyre insert is an option for us. We're lucky to be sponsored by Cushcore, so we can opt for either Cushcore Pro or XC Cushcore. Or sometimes we do a combination of both. So we use the XC, the lightweight one in the front, and the Pro in the back, which offers, I'd say, the perfect balance of protection and whilst keeping things low on the weight side of things as well. But yeah, this tyre here, brand new Maxxis DHR in the 2.4. We have experimented with 2.5 DHR in the past. But yeah, feedback from riders says the wide tyre floats a little bit more and they can be a little bit more precise with the 2.4 and it cuts in a little bit better. Least favourite, Union Illuminati. Toss a coin on that one. Both sides say so on it. Bike set wise coming from Lenzerheide, I'd say is relatively similar. At the moment, anyway, the weather conditions are pretty similar between both. So yeah, good starting point will be where we left off in Lenzerheide. As you can see here, all the bikes prepped with their numbers on. Mechanic Josh here has just washed Christian's bike, which is pretty mind blowing to look at the front of it. Yeah, it's got the number 1 plate on there, which is crazy. Yeah, mind blowing to see that in the Union pit. So yeah, this bike's just come down from its practice run. So we'll complete the end of day check over, which we do the same as every day. Yeah, just sticking to routine with the aim of catch anything we can and making sure we can do everything, keep the bike rolling as smooth as possible. One area we might see some variation is with the front tyre. You can see on these two bikes here. So this is Lockie's bike, he's running the Assegai, and Frieda's bike next to it is running the BHR2 on the front. That's probably the most common setup for us. Yeah, I'd say difference between the two is that Assegai can be a little bit comfier. Just you can see them side by side. There's slightly more coverage and knobs are a little bit taller. But in my experience, the DHI can be a little bit more accurate with it. And also in the loose dirt that we've got here, like the dusty, scaly, almost like cat litter on the top, you can be super precise with how that cuts. No, but I heard if this video gets 10 likes, he'll shave his head live on the next episode in Valdesol. So, yeah, 3 more likes to go and Joe will shave his head. So here we are going on the end of day preparation with Josh. So what we do at the end of each race is kind of run through it a little bit. Both wheels out, take the shock out, make sure the linkage is running as freely as it can do. Give the bike a good clean, inspect for any damage, and then reassemble, full bolt check, gear alignment, brake alignment, and then at the end of every session we would perform a lever bleed. So yeah, just putting the cup on top of the lever, get rid of any bubbles that have formed during the day. Rough this weekend in Lenzerheide. Are we talking about the race or the after party? I'd say Frida probably had the hardest time due to her being out for a good chunk of last year. The way she collected points and stuff mean she's down on a pretty high number, which she had a couple of issues catching people on track, which interrupted flow and made things harder when it came to qualification for her. So slightly frustrating, but we move, make the best of a bad situation, and fingers crossed this weekend. Going to aim for a slightly longer time gap. So yeah. Stick this back up here and I'll carry on with these bits of wheel work. Try to attach this to my toolbox, so apologies if they're also special little addition. We're going to try and make this a theme, but after last week's graffiti session, Chris Hauser has another blank wall that he's about to rip onto. So first place on the track and straight into graffiti in this wall. So yeah, we'll keep you updated everything that's coming in there. He had a couple of ideas in the sketchbook. I don't actually know what he's going to do there, but yeah, it'll look sick. For anyone that didn't see it, this is the kick stuff over. This is what he did last week, which is the fox head with some little union touches, his signature, which looks pretty sick. Printing walls got fucking crazy expensive. That's Locky. Classic. Printing walls got obscenely expensive, so we thought we'd go with the DIY approach and use Chris's skills to rip into it, make it his own. After last week, he could do whatever he wants as well. It's kind of the rule book's gone out the window for Chris now. Chris, can we have a teaser on the sketchbook? Shout out to Industry 9. That's keep it on the theme of today's video as well. So yeah, keep you in the loop with how that's going. But yeah, I'd say in terms of format, the new format, I don't know, obviously that was a hugely spoken topic. And yeah, I guess it is what it is. We had no option but to crack on with it. And the week before the first World Cup, we also tested the new format in Morzine and made the times as tight as they could be. And yeah, it was, to be honest, it's all good. Make the most of it and see how we go. This guy's a legend. Frother. You're live on Vital MTV. Yeah. This guy's yeah.
Hi everybody.
Do you want to say any words?
Yes, I can't believe I'm actually live on NTV. Holy, hello to my mum back home and everybody. I can't believe it. The track's running insane.
There we go. Yeah. So yeah, the man to watch out for.
Hands on. You good? Real good. Not bad at all. Okay. Is that Jay that cold?
He's already been on. He's already been on.
I got a bit early.
Lucky. The man. Any words? How was the track? How do you think about track walk today?
Sorry?
How was track walk? Yeah. How was
Hauser was
yeah doing that, giving that number 1 plate justice? Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Dry.
For now. For now. Ollie. What flavour Pringle?
Ketchup, I think.
Ketchup. No way. How was the track today?
Pretty fast and loose, I
Yeah.
think.
Excited. I guess it's probably pretty similar to home, is it?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. The real
Dry,
skank
dusty,
stuff.
and yeah.
But in the woods looks so good. I'm so keen
Cool.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys, watch the juniors. Christmas.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Good man. Easy. Yeah, every rider is on the same rim. So as I mentioned before, it is the grade 300 alloy rim. During the off season, we did do some experimenting with the carbon wheel as well. But after some back-to-back testing, we just found that the alloy wheel gave a little bit more comfort and traction. So that's what we settled with. And then the area we have done some customization in is with the spokes. So Industry 9 do a few different levels of spokes when it comes to thicknesses and strength. And we opted to build up the downhill wheel set with the enduro spokes, which, yeah, again, just add a little bit more compliance and comfort to the wheel. I think as well, because we are giving we're so heavy on the maintenance and we're checking the bikes every day kind of thing, we can go for a lighter, softer wheel setup as well. But yeah, like I say, blown away with the longevity of the wheel. For an alloy rim as well, the fact that it can go for, we're going to the second World Cup on the same rim without any imperfections or flat spots or anything like that. So yeah, credit to Industry 9.
I ride down the track.
Best thing to upgrade on a downhill bike. It's pretty tricky to say, really. In terms of parts, I would say the tyres. It's the only part of your bike that touches the ground. If they're fresh, new, pressures are correct, then you're going to be off to a pretty good start. Or honestly, an upgrade is like a bespoke suspension tune. Like if you have a local suspension tuning shop, you can go in there, tell them your weight kind of thing, like tell them how the bike's feeling, and they can, maybe have to improve how the bike rides kind of thing. So yeah, that's always a massively overlooked area, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, that's another interesting point. Actually, you look at our bikes, and the shock has a tune code on it, which will vary slightly from rider to rider. For example, Anton, one of the bigger, heavier riders compared to Frida, you just look at their spring rate difference. Like Anton is on a 500, where Frida is on a 340. So huge difference there. And basically, the shock internal tunes mirrors this as well. Looks like the first coat's going on with Mr. Hauser. You ready, Chris? Let's go. Chris's win definitely boosted morale massively. I don't remember the last time I used that many endorphins in one day, and I actually even shed a tear when I found out he's won, which is pretty mad. But yeah, it definitely raised the team's profile, I think, in a positive way. So cool. We'll come back to it. Yeah, but yeah, he brought his own paint from home. What have we got here? Some Italian finest loop pro writing tools made in Italy. We actually want to make a campaign. If Chris makes a habit of getting on the podium, we want to get him a sick Italian cap sponsor. So if anyone from Gucci is out there listening, and you want to hook up Chris with maybe some loafers or a nice mint fur cap for the podium, then yeah, drop us a message. Oops, front cam. Bar rise, we're on 30 mil on a bike. So we use the Deity Brendan Fairclough bar. And yeah, 30 mil rise, 31.8 clamp. Again, we prefer the additional compliance of the 31.8 bar as opposed to the thicker 35. And then the main difference with the bar is width. Every rider's running a slightly different width. We've got Frida at 760, all the way up to Anton, who runs a full 800 bar. Again, comes down to rider size, preference, that kind of thing. For this race, we've also got more riders on the O chain. After some testing in between the races, they've settled on that. Yeah, they love how this makes the bike feel. And here we're running in the middle at 9-degree float there, so you can see the crank actually moves free from the rest of the bike. Isolates the feet from the terrain, makes the bike feel smooth under braking and the fast high frequency chatter. Yeah, they could run it any day to bar they wanted to. Everyone seems to have settled on the Brendan Fairclough bar. It's quite a neutral shape in terms of back sweep, up sweep, and then yeah, 30 mil rise allows for play when it comes to stem spaces. So you can see here, Frida's running 2.5 mil stem spaces, where we go to Lofty Bike, which is running 0 straight onto the crown. So again, yeah, that varies setup to setup, but we give the riders the option to run whatever they wanted to. Leogang motorway. I guess there's quite a few different theories here. It may impact tyre choice slightly. If it's a dry race, at least, some tyres roll slightly faster. But also, when it comes to pressures, I think it's like the pressure of the tyre itself doesn't drastically change how fast the bike rolls, where the tread pattern does. So something like a DHR compared to an Assegai, you are going to get different roll resistance characteristics. So yeah, we would definitely take that in consideration. Places like Leogang that has that fast motorway section, and places like Fort William where that average speed is naturally high as well. Oh, it's coming together. There's definitely some fumes in the pit. Yeah, we did Fox last week, and we're dedicating this one to Industry 9. Looking pretty sick. But yeah, as I mentioned before, the end of day strip down, when the shock is out, we would check how the make sure the linkage moves freely with as least resistance as possible. And then, yeah, if it was a mud race as well, we would take the lower link out, just to make sure everything's clean and again running freely and as low resistance as possible. Chris actually did have a piss test and passed with flying colours, so yeah, all good in that department, I think. Joe, I don't know if you saw before, but we said if we got to 10 likes, you'd have to shave your head, and we're at 20 now, so get those razors sharpened. For tea, I heard it's pastas, so boys are hungry. Another cool thing about the Industry 9 wheel setups is Industry 9 have these crazy colour combinations, like the amount of colours you can choose when building the wheel is insane. So we give every rider a slightly different colour combination. So for us mechanics, it makes it easier to decide whose wheels who when it comes to swapping from race wheels to practice wheels or wet wheels kind of thing. So you can see the differences there. Due to only having 2 mechanics to 5 riders, things that do get pretty hectic in the pits. So everything we can do to smooth out the operation, make things easy, is really cool. Yeah, Lockie's on the purple and silver, which when you see the purple with the yellow, we get those LA Lakers vibes, which is pretty cool. And then Frida here is on the complete silver bling, silver hub, silver spoke, which looks, I think, in my opinion, that's the coolest looking one. Boys are out. Wise words, wise words. Another customization point of the bike is the shock flip chip that you can see there. So you can either run that in high or low. Chris here is running it in high. Where if we go over here, testing my knowledge there, but Anton is in low. Obviously changes the head angle, ride height of the bike, but it also changes the suspension characteristic a little bit as well. With the low position making the bike ever so slightly more progressive. So not only does it change the geometry, it also changes the actual feeling of the bike suspension as well. Getting some colour on the graffiti over here. I guess in terms of mechanic workflow as well, the toolbox is probably the most important part. And you can see the difference between mine and Josh's here. You see how the setups vary, like similar to the riders' bikes kind of thing. So I've got the tool pallets where Josh has got the clean looking foam cut out there. So yeah, again, maximising efficiency and all personal preference. In terms of rebound tune, I would say the lighter riders go with a lighter rebound tune. So that basically means the suspension is faster and more active. And it also means we can use the whole range there. So yeah, again, for example, with the low spring rate and low rider weight, we're on the second to lightest rebound tune on the shock and the fork. So that basically means with the lower pressures and lower spring rate, the suspension can remain active and we can use the whole dampen range. which we don't change massively, but we might change it a click or two depending on track conditions or track location. We actually haven't got anyone that's too fussy on hub noise, but with the greases and oils we use, that does kind of quieten the hub down a little bit naturally, but it does boost how quick the wheel rolls. So yeah, we use this nice little combination here to keep the wheels rolling fresh. You can see Josh has just prepped that one there. And yeah, Chris has got the gold spokes, gold hub to go with the gold teeth he's going to buy with all his UCI race winning money. The wheel is 32 hole, and what's unique about the Industry 9 system wheel is how the spoke itself actually threads into the hub, which again, when building, makes life so easy. I built this one this morning. You basically can't build it wrong. The way that the hub the way that the spoke just goes straight down into the hub. All the holes align themselves, kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty foolproof. When you tied at the end of the World Cup week, it makes life a lot easier. If we can put a measurement on everything as well, that means we can be as accurate as we can when it comes to bike preparation, taking notes for future venues and stuff as well. So I've been using the part 2 spoke gauge. Again, yeah, to make sure the wheel is as even as possible. And it might be slightly controversial, but personally I would prefer the wheel for the tensions to be as equal as possible rather than it be super straight. So yeah, although this wheel is, yeah, pretty close to perfect. I would rather it move ever so slightly from side to side, but the spoke tension to be as balanced as possible. And in terms of experimenting here, hard to do it one-handed, but you can see on the spoke gauge here, we are between 25 and 30, which is slightly softer than the stock tune that Industry 9 send the wheels with. But yeah, again, we're just hoping to get a boost in traction here on the slippy off-camber sections of track. Getting away from race to race is basically just a huge game of Tetris. We have two vans, a Mercedes Sprinter and a Santa Cruz, and like a box truck that you can't see, it's the other side of there. But yeah, with so many riders, so much kit, spare parts, kind of thing. Yeah, it does take a bit of, yeah, you have to learn the system basically, but we manage, and yeah, having two vehicles this season has made things so much easier, and it means we can be more organised when we get to the races. drivetrain and brakes this year, we're still on TRP. So that's TRP's 7-speed downhill system, which, reliability again has proved to be super good on the drivetrain. It's really quiet, easy to work on, and the brakes again, probably personally one of my favourite parts of the bike, from a mechanic's point of view and a rider point of view. The brakes are so powerful, reliable, easy to work on. The consistency again is just like, pretty outstanding. All we do after the big bike strip down, where we fully bleed the system, is just put a little bleed cup on the brake at the end of every night. Make sure they're running fresh every day. Oh, the finishing touches are coming in on there. Pit space entry. Oh, it costs too much. That's why we can't afford sunscreen. And the number one junior riders got the nice sporting the nice red burnt tan on the back. But yeah, Josh is now got Chris's bike back together after its end of day strip down and check over. Ready to go again for practice in the morning. At the start of each day, we'll make sure to check all the clicks, pressures, measurements again. Again, just try to keep things as consistent as possible from day to day. If we can make the bike as reliable and familiar as we can do for the riders, it's one less thing for them to think about once they're up on track, and they can focus on line choice and how the track's developing and getting up to speed. Looks so sick, Chris. Excuse the mess over there. If anyone else wants their pit jazzing up, just let us know. We can rent this out at a cheap hourly rate. Chris, is it not cool to wear a mask when you're painting? Nah, it says not. I think when you're raised on Italian espressos and the world's finest cigarettes, you're pretty immune to anything. I'm sure the paint fumes are just a drop in the ocean with that one. So sick. Yeah, sure. just gonna have to go. I've got to move a van, so another team can get out. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Any subjects you want to cover next week, let us know. Hope I haven't bored you too much, and sorry about the audio difficulties at the start. But yeah, we'll be back again in Val de Sol. We'll be doing another graffiti piece, and yeah, walking through the pit, talking about changes we've made, bike setup, that kind of thing. So yeah, peace.